What we've got here is a bad case of rot. Why have we got the rot? Well, treated pine's normally pretty resistant to rot, but when it's continuously wet like it is here, it's eventually going to get into the timber, it'll degrade, it needs to be replaced. We're going to look at how we're going to do this with different timbers, and we're going to show you how to preserve those timbers before we put them in the ground. We're going to be replacing that deteriorating sleeper wall deck which was in treated pine with red gum timber. We're going to treat the timber before we put it in. There's a couple of treatments we're going to use, but the initial one is going to be treating the entire lengths. Now this is a copper-based treatment. It has a greenish colour about it. It does darken off to a brown colour over a period of time. If you've got square ends, I'd be doing the ends as well, but these haven't been squared off, so I'll do the ends after I've squared them off. I'm about halfway through preparing these red gum sleepers. The first one I've done is already going a nice chocolatey brown, as you can see here. The fresher ones still got a bit of a green tinge about them, but that'll brown off. You can compare it with the one underneath, which I haven't done yet. We're going to be putting these offcuts in as our uprights for our retaining wall. We're going to pre-treat them with the in-ground paste for borer and fungal attack. It is a wet area that we're dealing with, so this is probably the product we should be using. You'll notice when you open the can, it's quite a dark green colour. It's a copper naphthalate. And you've got a couple of ways you can put it on. You've got the spatula, or you can use an old paintbrush. I've marked the spot where it's going to be at ground level. I'm just going to use the spatula, and it's basically like icing a cake if you've ever done that. Don't forget the bottom. And we're good to go. Next step, we're going to wrap this with Glad Wrap. Now this is basically just to keep this in contact with the timber as it soaks in. You can use builder's plastic. Glad Wrap's just something you might have handy in the drawer. Be generous. Right around. And again, don't forget the bottom. And now we're ready to put this in the ground.